So automatically my texture paste will cover up all the previous drawings or lines, whatever it is. Okay. So let's make the table towards this thing and we'll start. Okay. So here we are. So what I am going to do, this is basically, I am going to take here 3 teaspoon of chalk powder. Yeah. As I told you yesterday that either chalk powder or POP or baby powder you can use for texture paint. The ratio for texture, homemade texture is 3 parts of chalk powder, 2 parts of Fevicol and 1 part of white acrylic color. Okay. So here we are. So I am going to take a 3 teaspoon of I have taken 3 teaspoon of powder here, and I am going to add another 3 teaspoon of paste, 2 teaspoon of paste. First we will work with a tighter one, and then slowly we can add little water and make it loose. Okay, 3:2:1. So 2, and then 1 part of so here it is. So we are going to add 1 part of this paste here, white acrylic color, 1 part. Okay, texture paint what we get in the market or the white gesso is very costly. So today I am going to teach you how to prepare your own texture paste. In this way you can prepare your own texture paste. Slightly water you can give 2-3 drops. Suppose if you are thinking that it is very tight, try to adjust with water. Otherwise, so first I want to show you with the tight paste what are the effect you can create with the tight paste and what are the texture we can create with the tight paste. And after that I'll make this paste little loose, and I'm going to do the painting today with texture and the paint together, taken together. Okay, see. So basically, can you see here how thick it is? It should not be running. It should be like this. If you want to create a first texture and then the texture will dry up, then paint your painting. So that time your texture should be very thick like this. So whatever texture I give, it should be there. When my paste dry up, the texture should be very there. It should be there. 1 minute. Let me adjust the camera. Okay. See. So we'll show you the different texture here. Can you see? Yeah. Suppose I have given a, if I want like this, something spooky for the mountain, I can give like this. Can you see? Okay. So with your finger, you can create lot of texture. Is the camera angle okay? Can you people see? So when we create texture, suppose I create texture, suppose I want some mountains or some rock or something. So see the texture. So automatically that texture will be like this. It will stand. Whenever it will dry up, it will be like this only. Okay. So few texture I am showing you, and after that I will do the painting. Now I want to give a wall effect. So what you will do, we will apply the paste and take little water, slightly water here and all over the border. Suppose you want mosaic effect or wall effect or mosaic effect. Okay, I am showing you in the small area. What you will do? You will do. Now before this, then you take a toothpick and look here. I have shown you in very small area. Can you see the wall effect? So basically, that if the texture paste is very thick, then only the wall effect will be visible. Okay? So with the thick texture paste, you have to apply the texture. Suppose I want to create a mosaic effect. On the picture, I will put the texture paste and slightly just dip my finger in water and smoothen the area and take a toothpick or a palette knife and create alternate checks for the wall effect. So in this way, you can do mosaic for your painting. Okay? Can you see? So if you are working with this method, you according to your picture, you have to apply the texture all over, and then you have to let the texture dry, and then after that you have to paint it when the texture completely dries up. You cannot paint on this now. So this texture, when apply the thick paste and wherever you want whatever texture, let it completely dry up. Then you have to, according to the picture, you have to paint it. Okay? Now, suppose if I want a peacock feather. For the peacock feather also, what I will do, I'll show you. Take this. Okay? Apply the paste wherever the peacock feather is there. Apply the paste accordingly. Okay? And then with your toothpick, create the lines. How the peacock feather is there, like that you create the lines, and then afterwards you just keep it for drying. So whichever way is your texture here, same way you have to do. If you want, this is basically stimulated texture. We'll apply the paste. This technique is known as a stimulated texture. You create the texture so that you have the feel that it is a peacock feather. Can you see the peacock feather? So these techniques are stimulated texture where we create the illusion. First we will apply the paste. So remember that the paste here has to be very, very thick. You apply the paste and then with palette knife or just dip your finger, smoothen the area on top and take something pointed toothpick and create the texture. Can you see the peacock feather? So these are all stimulated texture where we apply the texture paste and we do the texturing, and when the texturing dries up, we'll paint it. Now to give it more realistic look, we will use the colors what is there in the peacock feather and we'll paint it so that when it dries up, it has original look of a feather. So this is basically illusion texture or stimulated texture. So in this way, suppose you have house, you have mountain, you have rock. Suppose I want to make rock. So what I will do? I want to make rock. So I will take the paste, stone, rock or stone, whatever you say. Just dip your finger and nicely put it nicely here. And then what you have to do? You have to create, usually in rocks and all, it will be circular thing like this, no? Circular lines. So you have to create circular lines so that your rocks looks more like a rock. So these are basically few of the techniques. So in this case, the paste has to be very thick. Okay. So now I am going to remove all this and we are going to do simultaneously texture paste and paint together and create a painting here with texture paste. Okay. A very easy painting that any of you, all of you can do. Okay. So these are some of the things in stimulated texture where you have to follow the rhythm or the wave. How the project is, according to the project, you have to follow the rhythm or the wave. Okay. So let's 1 minute. Okay, now as I told you, this texture paste has to be a bit more loose so that I am able to lift the texture paste along with the thing. So I am going to mix it nicely with my hand and make it loose and then wash my hand and come back and do the project. Okay. always make the texture paste and keep it in one airtight container, and as you need, you use them. See the texture paste, it should be like this in pouring consistency. This is the consistency which we want when we want to use directly the texture paste with the paint. So basically with this paste they will do impasto, they will do knife painting. If you use a knife to create the texture and the painting together, that is known as knife painting. If we use a flat palette knife and take thick paint and a little bit of texture to try to give emboss work to your thing, that is known as impasto. Okay, so here it is ready. Now what I will do, I will just take few colors and take the palette knife and get ready and do the painting. Okay, so let me create some space here so that it is easy for all of you to have a look. Now, so just will apply some water here so that the previous texture what I have created is smoothen up. Okay, now so let's take we have a spoon here and we'll place the board here. Yeah, here the board, and okay, so we'll create the texture paste here. We are putting it here and we are going to take some colors and simultaneously we will work. Okay, so I'll just wash my hand and come so that we are able to work. Okay, I hope the camera angle is okay. The camera angle is okay for all of you. Please let me know. Before I start my project, I want to set the camera angle. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have brushes here. You can also work with this palette knife. Suppose if you are working with this palette knife, you are doing knife painting. If you work with your texture paste and brushes, so it will be known as texture painting. The moment you take the whole painting you do with the palette knife and this texture and paint, it will be known as knife painting. So there is not much difference between texture painting and knife painting. The only difference is like how you apply your texture to your project. Okay, now so we are going, first we'll create the background, because since I have to do things in one shot, I'm not going to take much color, slightly light color. Now this is the background. For the background you need to take light color, because if the background is light, so that whatever we do on top, it will be easy for us and it will be nice. So we have here red and blue. One half of the board we are going to do pink and blue, and other half of the board we are going to do orange and yellow. Okay, so here it is. Now so let's take a flat brush and I am going to create a nice I'm taking the texture paste here. 1 minute. So here it is, you can have a look. So the texture paste is here. I'll just take little bit texture paste and I'll take this color and then 1, 2, same way. Could you see? Take paint and texture and you go on doing. Suppose you want to make this more light, slightly put on top of this. Take paste more, little bit paint and do. Take the paste and little bit paint and do. So I am creating the wall effect here. Okay. So once again you can do, suppose if you think that it has not come perfect, before it dries up you can adjust it. That is the goodness of texture paste. Before it dries up I can easily adjust it. So basically you should also know sometime how to rectify your mistake. I believe in that. If I make a mistake, I should know how to rectify my mistake. So one layer I have done, the alternate layer will come in between. Okay. So let's go with the yellow now. Thing and yellow. So I'm going to take alternate layer between here. Okay, between the previous one. So we are going to take alternate layer so that this brush strokes comes in between the previous one. So that it looks more like a rock, wall. Okay. So here we have done it. So slightly. Suppose you want to merge, then you should take, again you can take little yellow and put on this and try to merge it. Suppose if you want merging effect. So two colors you can take at the same time and create a merging effect also. See. So basically, then again we'll take and this time I have taken two colors together. I am taking two colors together. You can take two colors together, little with yellow and little with orange, and you can do. So it's all up to you whether you want to work with single color or you want to color with two color. It's all up to you. Okay. So take the paste. The paste only gives the feeling of the texture. So whenever you are doing, always take the paste and do. Okay. So this painting will be very easy. It's a very easy one comparison to your sculpture. Your sculpture painting is also very easy. The thing is there, only you should know to, you should go ahead and just give a try and work. Everybody will get different effect. It's not like that all hands what you are using will have the same effect. Everybody will have different effect. The way you hold the brush and which number brush you are holding, according to that the effect will change. Okay. So wherever you want light dark, you can easily adjust. So that is not a problem. So in the edge, if you want, we want in the edge also, the edge is looking white. So that's why in the edge I am taking now. So here it is. We finished up here. Now here I want lighter tone. So I'll only work here with yellow and this color. Because something I am going to draw and I want that thing to be visible. So that's why I am taking more of the texture paste and the yellow color. Little bit orange, whatever is there in the brush, that is only being used. Now, if the texture paste sometime will dry up, so dip your brush in water and then work with the texture paste. So that it comes Okay. Now look at here. This area I am going to take horizontal strokes. I am not taking the wall stroke. In the center I am taking horizontal stroke. So you can also take in texture paste horizontal stroke, top to bottom. Basically it is very good for creating backgrounds. Okay. So top to bottom the strokes are very, this I have taken vertically. This side I took the vertical strokes to give the wall effect. Okay. And this side I am just taking horizontal stroke from top to bottom. Vertical stroke from top to bottom. Sorry, not horizontal, vertical stroke from top to bottom. Okay. So basically gradation you can create. Yeah. The paint easily mixes with the texture paint. And it looks very nice. It gives a very realistic look. Here. Now here I want to apply a little bit orange so that my orange stands out here. Okay. Now done. So till here we have completed. Now this side I am going to take this blue and pink. So let me wash my brush. And we'll start with blue and pink. So what I will do, I will take little bit texture paste and slightly mix in pink, and we will give the slightly blue also we can take, so that you get a purplish effect. Blue and pink together make purple, so we will take both the color so that we get a purplish effect. Okay, so let's take a little bit blue. Yeah, you can do in either way. Simultaneously you can work, or you can work. See, okay, I wanted to give here horizontal strokes. So I wanted to change the pattern. What I will do, I will put here white texture paste and take it like this vertically, and then I will take the this is a vertical stroke, I will take horizontal stroke. So let me merge these two area. Let me merge these two area. So take little water and merge these two area nicely so that they don't look like a cutout, and take some white here and make it more lighter. Okay, so we are just taking the white paste, automatically the color will come light. So you can create a gradation just by using the texture paste. The texture paste itself gives gradation, so you don't need to worry about it. So here it is. So here we are. Slightly we'll take this and we will put it here so that they don't look like automatically the gradation is created, they don't look like cut. Okay. Now this side I am going to take this I have taken top to bottom vertically, this I am going to take horizontal. Okay. So what you have to do, dip it in pink, dip it in this, so one layer pink, one layer blue, again one layer pink, one layer blue. If you want it like that, you can do like that, or you can take both the color together and you can work. So automatically this should be also alternate, then only the texture paint will stand out. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to see that the first stroke is alternate below the second stroke is alternate below the first stroke. You have to see that in mind, keep that in mind. Okay. See. So same way we will see that the first stroke is alternate in between the second stroke. Now, we will take a paste again and here again and pink, and we will go. Alternate we will take. So you can mix both together, or you can take, as we told, slightly. Suppose if the texture paste dries up and it is not moving, your brush is not moving, take some water, dip your brush in water and then work. Slightly dip your brush in water. Take this and create. Alternate, you should create the strokes, then only the effect will look nice and the effect will stand out. Okay. So again we can take little texture paste and take little paint, and you do. Again take little texture paint and take little paint, and alternate you go on doing. So same way again, take little texture paste and take little paint, and alternate you can go on doing. Okay. Okay. So you can see the effect here. So both the effect will show you. So have a look at the effect. This side the wall effect, and this side it is just a horizontal effect, vertical effect we have given, and in between we have created the gradation. So basically for background it will look very, very nice. If you can also create gradation in this, okay, with your texture paste. Now we are just going to make some big flowers, and the flowers will keep in white because the background is colorful. So let the flower be in white, no other color. We'll try to make it in white so that whatever we are applying, flowers we are making, they stand out, since my background is already very colorful. Okay, now take a round brush. The texture, wall effect texture will be created with the flat brush. We have created the wall effect with the flat brush, and now the round brush we are taking to create the flowers. So dip your, 1 minute. Here it is. Dip your paste here and take little white color and again dip it in the paste, texture paste, and take little white color and just pull and make your flowers. Same way, everywhere you can make lot of flowers, small, big, even on this area we can make. Okay, so same way, you want to create some more embossing, you can create more embossing, or if you are not very good at drawing with pencil, you can make little bit rough drawing, and on the drawing you should work. Okay, so here it is. So you can press and make broad flower like this. How I am pressing, the effect will come different. This is just texture paste and pressing, texture paste and pressing, texture paste and pressing, texture paste and pressing it, and here it is a texture paste and pressing. So you will get different types of flowers. Okay, if you pull, you get different stroke, and if you, this is pull in, you have to pull inwards. This is just pressing. So when you press, you get a different flower. You have to just press your brush so that your feathers are spread out, and you get a different flower effect. Okay, now, so that's all. We'll mix the white color in this, and then we'll work with the fast part. We'll work with the texture paste. Same way, pull in, So same way we are pulling it inside and we are creating random flowers here and there wherever you want. Okay, so the flowers can be random. You can even make small, big, whatever you want you can make. Okay, 4-petal flower, 5-petal flowers, whichever you want you can make. So it has to be semi-realistic, not very realistic. So basically, single take the paste so that your painting get little bit embossing effect. So always use the paste and the paint together so that your painting gets a embossing effect. Okay, so we have made random flowers here. Now inside what we have to do, we will take some color, might be blue color, no, not blue color, might be the pink color or the brown color, or what we have, some different color we'll take inside. Already we have used pink and brown, so what color is there? Red is there, I think. Yeah, red we'll take. Yeah, red we have not used, so we will take red here little bit and take another brush, take your texture paste and red color and you tap here. Along with the texture paste, you tap it here. Along with the texture paste, you tap it here. Okay? Take little bit red color and the texture paste and you tap it here. Like this. For the center of your flower. For the flowers. Okay? Now, still now what we have to do? Now we have to create just simple stem will create. What you can do? You can take brown color in your brush, take little texture paste and just give simple connectivity, not much. Like this. Okay? Very simple. Take little paste and give your so here we have done it. Your painting is completed today. So we shared couple of techniques with all of you, and here we have completed a texture paint. So I'll lift the camera so that all of you can have a closer view. Okay, 1 minute. Let me lift the camera. Yeah. Okay, so here it is. All of you can have a look. A very simple but yet very elegant, a beautiful texture paint we have created. I hope all of you like. If you want to add some leaves, you can add. Same way, just take some green color and a texture paste and alternate. You can add here, 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 wherever you want the leaves. Can you have a look? I hope all of you liked it. Thank you, Seema. Thank you, Dipti. It is beautiful. So do try something. It's not necessary that you make this. Anything you can make. I have shared a lot of techniques with you. You can do anything. Prepare your texture paste. Can you see how the effect has come with the texture paste? The wall effect and the horizontal effect and the merging effect and the flowers. So all of you, please give a try and do some with your projects. Might be by Saturday is the last day for submission of both of this project. So please submit your project both in the Facebook group and in the WhatsApp group. And motivate each other so that more and more people they come forward and submit the projects. Okay. So I hope all of you liked it. Any doubt, any clarification you have, you can ask me. Before winding up, I'll clear your questions. If you have any doubt and any clarification, please let me know. Please let me know if you have any doubt and any clarification. Okay, your texture, Sujata, basically what you have to do, as I two types of texture paste I taught you. One is a thick one, when we apply the texture and we create the impression according to the picture. And the other one is a little loose one, which we take directly. Like today we have done the painting in one shot. We have taken the texture paste and the paint together and we have worked. So when you take the texture paste and the paint together, simultaneously you work, your texture paste should be little loose. Means little, it should be slightly, when you take up like this, it should run down. And the other one, where we apply the texture paste and we create the impression and we keep the texture paste for drying, that has to be slightly very thick. So when you lift, means it should be in your hand, it should not fall down. So basically what we did, the proportion is same. First you prepare the thick texture paste and then afterwards you can prepare the thin texture paste. White cement, yes, you can use white cement. If you have white cement at home, you can use white cement. If you have chalk paint or chalk powder, you can use chalk powder. Or if you have what we say, or if you are having baby powder, you can use baby powder. So there is no hard and fast rule. Anything you are using, mix 3 parts of your powder, 2 parts of Fevicol MR and 1 part of your white acrylic color, and prepare your paste. So with this proportion, your paste will be little thick. So always, suppose if you are not able to mix, your spoon is not mixing, just sprinkle 1 or 2 drops of water and then mix it nicely so that you don't have any lumps. So this is your thick paste. Now slightly, when you want to apply the paste nicely, you want more emboss, you give the whole paste and then cut it like a wall effect or a mosaic effect. So that will be we'll give the paste very slightly thicker. So thicker paste will apply and then we'll create the impression and leave that paste for drying at least for 24 hours. After 24 hours, we will paint on that according to the texture what we have given. That is one we have taught you. And this one we have, if you want to do in one shot, which we have done today, you have to slightly mix little water in that paste what you have, the thick paste what you have prepared. And then start mix it nicely so that your paste is slightly in running. If you take on a spoon and you drop, it is dropping down. Not very liquid, but it is dropping down. So take the paste and take the paint together. Take a brush and simultaneously lift them up and do. Okay? So I hope all of you like this session. And 28th of March, we are going to have Peacock wall clock mural. So all of you please submit your project so that you get direct entry to the Peacock wall clock mural session. Okay? And that is 28th of March, coming Saturday. That will be fall on Saturday. So, and please all of you submit your projects for this session. And last day for the submission of the project is Saturday. So thank you all of you for joining us. This is Mamta Gupta, the owner and founder of Mamta Creations, signing out. I'm a basically Fevicol Hobby Ideas certified tutor. You can check our Facebook page, Mamta Creations. You'll have lot of ideas. We always keep posting lot of glass paintings, murals, clay work, and hand embroidery, cookery classes. So a lot of cosmetic classes. So a lot of things are there. You will have a lot of ideas if you go through the page. We have a YouTube channel, Mamta Creations Chennai, and we also have an Instagram handle, mamta.gupta, and we have a website, www.mamtacreations.com. And all of you can anytime, any doubt and any further clarification, you can WhatsApp me on 98407248819. Thank you all of you for joining us. Love you all. Please submit your projects. Bye-bye. Take care. So if any of you want to take screenshot, you can take the screenshot and you can share it in the group. so that people, those who are not able to attend today's workshop because there was a change in the timing, so after seeing the picture in the group, they can come to the Facebook group here and have a look at the video. So it will be easy for them to make the project. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. Love you all.